Dear Thais and dear community and dear Thais, my heart is beating very strongly, also because we have 0 minutes. And my question is, I'm also kind of a little bit ashamed to ask my question. I have this question already for a long time, and it's, I always admire people who kind of know what they want in their life and who have chosen a path, for example, a monastic path, or a path to create a family, or to follow the profession of their heart. And for me, I don't have this. And the question for me is always, what shall I do? And what shall I do with my life? What is my task? And it often causes, this question often causes, or sadness or big uncertainty. And right now, again, I'm on this spot where I don't know. So.
To offer some background for our community and our brother and sister here. Dushan is a teacher, school teacher, and has been inspired to bring mindfulness into his life and into education field. Has been living in Upper Hamlet for a while as long-term, very loving, very caring, and has to try to also to build a kind of, sorry to say the term lay, maybe we can invent a new word, community, you know, yeah. So that is, you have been trying to do it, and you have been going back to your country, Germany, and has been also facing challenges as well, and just came back for this wonderful retreat. Get a nourishment.
And that's true, but I have to say that I faced too much challenges as a school teacher, so I actually decided to not do this anymore. And yeah, the aspiration is there to build a lay community, but it's also very difficult to do that. Very, very difficult for me, and kind of I lost a little bit whether it really will fulfill me.
So what is left? Sorry, just playing around.
Hello. It occurred to me that one of the answers was already given in an answer to a previous question. The answer about one step at a time. Hearing the question touched for me the awareness that many people in my country and I think in other countries too, have a lot of opportunities. And in my country, young people are told that, for example, it's very important which career you choose, and you have to choose wisely, and you have to make sure all the options are open, and the expectations are very great for young people to already face very big questions. And many young people, teenagers, express their unhappiness in quite sad ways, including high rates of suicide. And I wondered if this is one of the contributing reasons. So the question of meaning seems important. Certainly my country of Norway is a very big example that material wealth does not guarantee happiness. We see it everywhere. So the way I hear the question is meaning. I think if we are, when we are doing too much and we are, we feel maybe a little bit tired or even exhausted, and we feel that we don't have so much to give anymore. Maybe we feel we've given what we could, and still we don't seem to have succeeded. This is one of many conditions that can make us feel, lose the sense of what we want to do. I don't know if these comments are relevant for this questioner, but this is what it touched in me. And I visited that state of mind several times for slightly different reasons. But what I found as a very powerful response that I learned from Plum Village and my local Sangha is to return to what gives me joy. Return to asking myself, what do I need right now? Like for me, it would be, have I drunk enough water? Have I eaten enough? Have I slept enough? When I'm missing one of these three, then I get really grumpy. So I ask for the help of people around me to remind me, have I nourished myself in the very basics? And there have been periods in my life when I've needed a lot of rest, long periods of no responsibility, because I have for too long tried to shoulder more than my capacity, at least more than my capacity in the conditions I was working under. So for me, I took a lot of responsibility as a young person, and when I came into this practice, I really came to rest. And I needed to rest so long, for so many years, before I had anything to offer at all. And somehow, for me, meaning started returning when I could enjoy like these tiny yellow flowers. Perhaps not everyone can see, but at the top of this beautiful flower arrangements, there are tiny yellow flowers, and they remind me of wildflowers. In my country, which is quite barren, there are some small, tiny flowers that still bloom, although it's cold much of the year. And this kind of bounty that nature offers and doesn't ask anything for me has been very nourishing for me. And I cannot put words to how it happened, but through allowing myself to be nourished, and I still keep returning to that, it seems that those steps are happening. I don't have to make a choice. They happen by themselves. So one of the hardest challenges that I kept receiving from seniors is allow, let go. What needs to happen will happen. Your will is not what is needed here, but just to let go.
Dear Thầy, dear community, you have been in Plum Village for a while. You were in Upper Hamlet for a while. You have been engaged with the practice for a while. You have to practice more until you find out you have arrived. Then you know what you want. Thank you.
This sounds like a Zen boom.
Dear Thai, dear community, I think that Sister Thoại Nghiêm is right in a certain way, right? To really arrive. So you might try taking care of the suffering of not knowing. Right now you're facing an uncomfortableness of not knowing. And you can simply relate to that as a beginning of having a sense, a compassionate, love, a kind look towards yourself, right, and towards all that you've held. You might also practice touching the earth. For me, this is one of the ways that I find the greatest strength, stability, and also often insights. Particularly the practice of the 3 earth touchings, right? To take this up and really to find yourself at home in this intersection of all of our ancestors and all that we are in this moment, right there, and the freedom that can come through that practice inside. Once you feel that, stay down and ask your ancestors in you, right? Yeah. You can see the continuation, and it leads somewhere, right? And at the same time, you don't have to go anywhere, right? Continue to do what you are doing. And like Eevi said, some conditions will be there. And the more you're there, the more you see the conditions that are there. To be in Plum Village like this is a tremendous privilege in that sense, that you have that time and space to really connect with everything and all that you are, and to look at where that's going to take you. Yeah. So you can also smile with that and celebrate a little. How wonderful! How wonderful to have this long moment of discovering something, even though you don't know what it is yet. Yeah. Soften there.